You guys see this on the screen? It's bugged out. Like, I just loaded it up, and we are, like, apparently, like, you can see the hands are out like this, but I can't move the character at all. I can go up and down, but I can't go left to right or anything. I have no idea what happened here. Oh, that cleared it. Just had to pull my weapon, and it cleared it. That was truly weird, man. What a trip. I do not remember what quest we were working. Oh, we're supposed to go back and talk to Vladimir some more. So we still haven't unlocked any powers, I think. Which is what we're on the way to do right now. We're going to go... we're going to go do that. Boom, pop, cherry, I'll take it. I'll also take the spice worms. We're good.
Curious feeling, knowing that you've seen something that no one else has. That you know something no one else does.
Alright, we need to switch out. Because for some reason I've got Andrea running around with me now. Because we did that quest with her. Hey, Pippin, sweetie, stop it. She's literally running around the room chasing her tail right now. And she just jumped in the back of my office chair. What are you doing? You woke up from your nap and now you're all hyper. Ah! You are not supposed to go in this chair, no. Alright. I'm almost level 33. Honestly, I'll probably spend my last point in the final rank of boost pack training. And then I just don't know. I probably, you know, in terms of just focusing on like combat stuff, I don't need any of the social stuff. I mean, I took the first rank of nutrition. I could definitely take another rank of nutrition. And now you're destroying the yoga mat. I'm going to have to put you out or something. Did you guys see the green screen just flipped all around? Hang on, she's tearing up tissue paper. Hang on! Alright, she just went out with Chris. I think we're in the clear. Maybe. Maybe we're in the clear. Crazy cats, man. Alright. Wrong quest. Travel to the eye.
is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge.
Captain, greetings.
What's up, Fasco?
Now that those artifacts aren't just blips of hope in the blackest sea, I found an interesting pattern.
Okay,
The
tell me
grav
more.
anomaly generated by one of those artifacts, it matches one on another planet. A bigger one.
Now we're talking.
Alright, let me transfer over the data. But I need you wearing caution's boots for this one. No telling what this thing is or why it's so large.
Caution's boots.
Going to send you the mark close as I can, but I'm having trouble pinpointing the source. You'll need to explore the area on foot. Put your scanner to work. Don't know what you'll find. Keep your eyes open.
Land near the anomaly. Use my scanner. Got it.
And from there, maybe you catch a smile and uncover the source of it all.
Alright, we're off to a new planet. Oh, hang on.
Saturday's budget tours. I have requests from people on the ship to talk with an actual ship captain. I'd appreciate. Well, surprise you returned a hail. Can I ask the first question? I'm still talking with the captain. Cindy will organize everyone into a queue. Are you sure you're up for this? This is a really fun crowd.
Okay. Happy to answer questions.
So helpful. All right. Who's up? First question. Is being a ship captain non-stop thrills and excitement like living in that movie Return of the Interceptor?
A movie about me would be even more exciting.
Man, that sounds so glamorous. I am sure the captain is really busy and may not have time for all your questions. If you can afford your very own ship, you must be super well off. You single? Oh, dear Lord.
Gold digger. Let's just say life's been good to me.
My, what a catch. Last question. Space is a lawless mess. If you could make the damn
I'm gonna get hit by an asteroid while I'm
fix
sitting
one
here
thing
talking to
about
these
it,
people.
what'd it be?
Here it comes. Let's just wait for it. Oh no, does it just go through you when you're sitting in a conversation? I think it does. So the colliders must be off when you're in the middle of a conversation mode. I wonder what would happen if I exited out of the conversation right now, if I would be inside the asteroid or if it would just do the collision and we would be knocked off course. Excuse me. Let's see here. The problem is not a lot of space is unaligned. Excuse me, the problem is a lot of space is unaligned, so no one is responsible for it.
So you want more government interference? Yeah, that seems like such a good idea. Thank you, Captain, for the, welcome break. I got a question. Is it true captains have someone in every port? You know, a special someone? For l'amour? Or You don't have to answer that.
Space travel is just like the romance novels, except juicier.
I knew it. That's all. Everyone, settle back in your seats. Cut the intercom? You have the patience of a saint. This tour group is very energetic. Here's some credits for giving them such an authentic experience. This is your captain speaking. We're about to head to
4,300
our
credits?
next
It's not bad.
destination. Remember, we'll be in Neon in 5 days, So don't spend all your money yet.
Astral Lounge, here I come!
Dear Lord.
Now, out of sheer curiosity, I can't quick save yet. All right. So they jump out before you can do anything. I was totally gonna see if I could do something against the ship. Apparently not. That's an interesting looking ship right there. Haven't ever seen that one.
It's clear. Initiating landing sequence.
Hydrocarbons in abundance. Let us see how they have arranged themselves.
Hello, Captain.
What is robotics?
Captain, it is pleasant to see you.
What was that? It? Yep, that was it. Toxic gas. Man, this place is teeming with life, man. Copper.
Do you see anything useful?
Must be too far away.
Come then. Meet your death.
No! Hang on. That was fun. But you know what? These are crafting. Oh, I had a quest for membranes. Oop, oop. Hashtag worth it. Gravitational anomaly. Look at that. Whoa. Hunting shield shell.
Did they have anything of value?
The dung pile did. This Cali line. What is attacking us? That one's not wanting to let me get to it. Well, the way up in this thing? Or not? Alright, let's look for anomalies. I bet we're heading in this direction. Yeah, we're gonna have to go over here to the next one. Alright. Off we go. And where are the floaters? Doesn't look like it. I think the rest of them ran off. Let's go down here and do some hunting.
I hope wherever you store that, the smell will not be an issue.
Smelly, smelly. You worry too much. Alright, let's loot these up. Unexplored geological feature. Let's head this way. I missed grabbing that. Apparently that's not something I can grab, or I already grabbed it. Tetrafluorides. Alright, let's continue following the distortions. This place has got so much to see and explore. Woo, there was a crack. Like one of these places where it's going to be really hard to ever like get a full survey of the planet because there's so much stuff to actually get. I hate it when you run up and you miss the click. Otherwise it damages your suit. I think we have enough to complete the quest we had, which was to grab a bunch of these like body parts. Oh, that's what we're looking for. Something killed all these. Wasn't me. definitely got anomalies showing up on the scope. We got a colonist here? What the hell?
I don't take photos of people. Sorry.
And your scan shows...
Oh, we got major distortion happening. How am I getting up there? Where am I getting up there? Hang on, it went away. Is it that structure in the distance? Oh, it might be. Yeah, it's gotta be. Oop, just popped up. Temple Edda, that's it. That is what we was looking for. Yep, just got an update.
This is what we've been looking for. It is... I do not have words.
I forgot to grab Sarah and bring Sarah along. I've got Andreja from the last quest. Ha! Can you switch on the fly like this? I bet I would have to go back. Well, hang on, we need to spend our point. Doing the last rank of boost pack training. Oh, that's what we're looking for. Shit, I kind of want to... Can I fast travel between here and the ship? Hang on, let's run all the way up here. I think I've got this on the map. Yep. Because I need to grab Sarah. I don't know why I've got Andreja. I'm also going to have to go ask Chris if I can get some coffee. Okay, so the membranes... Okay, we'll do that later. Why am I addicted to stims again? Getting tired of that shit. I only used them one time. Alright, Vasco, let's unassign you. Now, where is Andreja?
Let me guess. You missed me, and
That's true, Sarah. I did miss you. You're my companion this time around. So let me... Let me talk to Andreja.
Hello. All right then.
How can I not get her onto the ship? Ah. Okay, she is assigned to the ship. Alright, let's go back and get Sarah. Alright, Sarah, where'd you run off to? There
the
she
two
is.
of us make quite the pair, eh?
So I need to dismiss Andreja first?
Here, I have some.
Thank you.
Yes, well, I saw it earlier.
Okay, thank you for thinking of me.
Of course. I will keep an eye out in the future.
Nice.
What did you need?
Go our separate ways.
You will be lost without me.
Now, Sarah, can I talk to you now? Ah, it's not letting me. Alright, whatever. Let's grab.
What is it?
Let's go.
I have sharpened the blade for this very...
I have no idea why it won't let me grab Sarah off the ship. But I had the same problem with Barrett the other day. I couldn't actually talk to Barrett from there. It's all good. We'll get her when we go back to the lodge. Very cool, man. Let's go on inside of the temple.
Those rings. Are they moving? They seem to react to us.
Let's get all the energy spheres as they form. Oh, I missed that one.
That has done it. Look.
Step on through to the other side. I have the power! Alright, I now unlock the powers menu. I can equip my first power, which is the anti-gravity field.
Are you alright? We need to get you back to the lodge.
Yeah. Oh, we have to do both at the same time. It's...
Your abilities are truly amazing.
My abilities are amazing because I'm an amazing person. Alright, but we do need... We gotta get Sarah back, man. So we'll switch Andrea out for Sarah once we get here.
I wonder what has happened while we have been away.
Well, you
Ah, hello.
go our separate ways.
I shall do as you ask.
Where is Sarah?
What did you want to talk about?
Crix's bones. Look at you.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna start doing some scans. Like, right now.
God, it triggered the
You were
conversation
right
even
about
though I'm
the
all the way up on
anomaly,
the
weren't we?
balcony. That's the
Keep
new
our ears on
POV
the
for the
tail.
cameras.
Raise the thoughts with you later.
Yep. I'm trying to find Sarah really quick. Like, where is my companion? Is she on the ship?
Uncovering new questions, I wouldn't mind a few answers now and then.
We're gonna go find this out. I need to figure this out.
I have something for you.
Have a moment.
So they're all on the ship. Come here. Come here.
What's happening, darling?
Come on.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Alright, let's roll. Now we can go back to the lodge. Finally sorted that out. And I'm gonna see if Chris is available for something real quick.
I have things for you.
All right. Let's see here. Now we can go talk to these fools about.
As much as I'm eager to explore the universe, there's nothing quite like the feeling of returning home.
All right, now we're all gathered.
Ever since I got here, this has felt like home.
Crix's bones.
I hope
Look
it
at
feels
you.
that way for you too. If you don't mind, I'm gonna start doing some scans. Like, right now.
Go for it.
We were right about the anomaly, weren't we? Tip our ears on the tail.
I pity them fools. It was a building, like a temple.
An entire building generating a signature just like the artifact.
Vladimir, look at these readings. Cardiovascular and neurological levels aren't in the normal range.
I think we're going to need a little demonstration. Mind putting the paces to it?
All right, stand back, kids.
Everyone saw that, right?
Like a literal gift from the heavens.
And also the most practical consequence of our little venture thus far.
Got no old shipwise for this one. Going to just call weird, weird.
I'm gonna use this everywhere.
Well, I suppose we can't stop you. But I'm joining the Deny Everything to the Public Club for a while.
Seconded. I must insist that you exercise caution when using your newfound abilities.
Barrett was the only one
Can
who
we
liked
find
it.
more of them?
Already picked one up from the scans. Matches another one of the artifacts we found. In theory, there might be one temple for each. But sifting through all the signs to identify a match is tricky. Impossible if we don't have the right artifact to compare. And even then, it takes time.
I'll follow up on the other anomaly you found. Hopefully it's another temple.
Don't think it's just Fortune's laugh that this temple responded to you. The artifacts, the visions, this power you've gotten, all seems to be the same song somehow. Plenty to think about. Anyway, catch a smile out there. I'll work on finding planet anomalies that match the other artifacts we have.
If you have a moment, I have something I'd like to discuss.
Feel
What's up,
free to
Walter?
help yourself at the bar. I don't drink, but I
Let's
feel like
talk.
if I did, now would be a good time for one.
Everybody wants to talk to me all of a
Sure.
sudden.
I've got a minute.
I must admit, you've surprised me. I thought you were going to take off as soon as you'd gotten something from us. But I was wrong. I want you for a little soiree I'm planning.
I'm interested.
It's about an artifact, and our goal is simple. We're going to purchase it. Our seller is a freelance operative in the city of Neon, which means the artifact is almost certainly stolen from someone. I just need a little more presence in the negotiation to show we're serious. And I think you'd be perfect.
Let's do it.
That settles it then. We just need to make a few stops when we get to the city, and then the drinks will be on me.
Drinks are on you? Now I'm certain there's something wrong with you, Walter.
It'll be easy, I promise. I'll ride passenger on your ship until we get to Neon. Just let me know when you're ready to set off.
Let's go.
To the Volai star system, then. I admit I'm a little excited.
All right, let's roll on out of here.
Captain, you have returned.
How did I get stimulant addiction already again? Is that because I'm using, like, the medical stems?
A cursory scan indicates that you are in good health.
Like, every time I use a med pack, is that counting as a stem? We can go deliver these membranes. But first, what is the anti-stim thing? Oh, I can't. Why not? Electromagnetic arrest can knock out living creatures as well as disable you robotic union. Okay, that's cool. Lasers do. And they burn enemies. Can't do that one? Why not? Huh. Junk flush, that's what I was thinking of. I don't think I can make any of the ones that that cure you. Ah, I need the membranes. I need 7 membranes. Oh, they're going to be listed differently. Membrane, stock. Vital fluids. God, which one of these count? Aha. I need 7, right? Hang on, that quest still isn't showing me properly. Where was she?
I have something for you.
I have something for you.
Yeah, I need to find some Matacron or Junk Flush. You said the docks at Reliant Med can be curing? Okay, cool. It's not a big deal at the moment, but now I know why I keep getting overburdened.
Time to cycle the airlock and move.
You see any heat leeches? You got our permission to take care of them.
There's certainly no shortage of... So you do. Thank you. This will directly aid our research.
Now, can
It's
I
encouraging to know that every... All right, then.
buy something from these people or not?
We're asking everyone to take care of any leeches on their ships. We don't got anything you need to offload. Trade authorities always buy. Kiosk.
I don't think I need to sell anything. Nope, I got plenty of everything I need.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
Good for you, Sarah.
All green on release. We're free to fly.
Alright, Stroud.
Quick piece of advice. We hear the name Benjamin Bale, and we should duck the other way. Fast.
Copy that. We already dealt with him before.
Nah, smell that? Construction, incense, industrial chemicals of every kind. But they still can't get rid of the odor of chasm bass. We need to stop by the Stroud-Ekman offices. There are certain authorization procedures when large funds are being transferred, even for something like this.
Copy that. I think we've actually already been to your offices, so I think we can fast travel to them. I guess we could go to the Neon Core at the very least.
What are you looking at?
Maybe not.
I'm not in the mood.
Oh, hang on, hang on.
Get out of my face. Want a coffee?
Because Cowbell
I
reminded me.
picked up something you might be interested in.
Reliant Medical. Alright, who's gonna cure me? Doc!
Hello. Hope you're feeling well today.
No, I'm not.
Those supplies were sorely
I need help,
needed.
Doc.
All right. But not so bad, really. I've seen worse. Not very often, though. Hold on to something. Might be a little scar tissue, but that just adds character. I'm sure I have something I can spare.
Adachrone and Junk Flush. Let's buy that. Oh, let's buy the med packs.
If you need help, remember Reliant.
Remember Reliant for all your
Have things
diction
for you.
needs.
Back off. That's an order, not a suggestion.
Stroud Eklund makes some of the finest ships in the settled systems. I'd love to get a look at their operations.
It's all right. I just need to have a short chat with my counterpart. Is she in today?
Yes, allow me to bust you in, sir.
Walter,
Issa.
shall we continue from last time? The luxury cruise line market is completely outside of our core competencies. Investing into it is a mistake.
No, I'm here about... Wait a minute, a mistake. Our ship designers are the best in the settled systems.
They design personal craft and military ships, Walter. Large-scale accommodations and hospitality is a completely different beast. Oh, I'm so sorry. Here I am arguing with my partner. And you're just standing right here. Issa Eklund, the hyphenated Eklund in our glorious company's branding.
Charmed, Miss Eklund. I envy you and your partner's success.
Oh, aren't you lovely? Walter, wherever did you meet your new friend? I'm jealous.
A colleague from Constellation.
Ah, yes. The daring explorers my partner is so infatuated with. You should hear him reciting that speech.
There's no need to go into that.
Oh, my heart skips a beat when he does it. Really, it does. Such passion. If he talked to the board that way, I wouldn't need to placate them so much.
I am 100% behind embarrassing Walter Moore.
I know. It's my favorite hobby. Now, why are you here, my dear? The board meeting isn't for a while, and our vacations aren't coming up either.
It's the discretionary fund, Issa. I need all of it.
Oh, this wouldn't have anything to do with that meeting you've set up at the Astral Lounge, would it?
I never said that. Did you have an agent hack into my files again?
Only after you had one hack into mine. Tell me, can mutual distrust lead to a point where it's actually the same as mutual trust?
meeting's
A
at Astral
remarkably
Lounge.
insecure location for a clandestine meeting.
That was the point. Neutral territory in the open.
With no leverage. Oh, you must let me help. It's been too long.
I have this all taken care of.
Some investigation into the cellar. What's motivating them? Then, some preliminary casing of the Astral Lounge for security flaws. Give you the advantage if things go wrong.
Bribe a few bouncers, alter the codes on the doors.
Yes, exactly.
Alright. So I'm off to do all the work while you two stay here?
I hate being selfish, but I would like some time with my husband. We need to go through the fund authorizations anyway.
James Newell is the broker who knows our cellar. He'll be able to help you find out more about them. And it shouldn't be hard to find the Astral Lounge. Here, let me at least give you some operation funds since I won't be joining you.
Hey, man.
Meet me back here.
I like
I'm going
money.
to be present for the negotiation. I'm not leaving you to the Neon Sharks, I promise.
Alright. Before we go any further, though, let me check. I gotta answer an email here real quick, guys.
Have
Give me a
something for
second.
you when you have a moment.
No, señora. No, señora. Sí, señora. Gracias, señora. Alright.
Quit staring.
Gracias, señora. Gracias. Hang on, what did I just... Oh, I know why.
Oh, look who's got a Laredo gun. Welcome to civilization, cowboy.
Only at Enhance.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hang on, why did it trigger me to go back
Have
here?
a moment. Say, feel like making a purchase today?
Oh, you set up a meeting with Walter Stroud recently?
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't.
Let's say you did.
Information isn't usually free.
Ah, double espresso. My wife loves me. You already got paid for connecting this cellar to Walter. We're not paying twice.
New intel, new transaction. Take it or leave it.
Ah, I failed it. I'm gonna do auto persuade.
All right, all right. Just ease up. Okay. I don't know much. But I did have one of my freelancers tail the cellar back to his place. Sleep Crate 1. Let me write down the unit for you.
Sleep Crate 1.
Everything you could possibly want.
What is... Okay.
I'd be making a fortune if they let us fish for gas.
Hang on, am I getting in trouble for this one? Which one of these is Sleep Crate 1?
That last
Frodo,
click
Frodo. Hey
is-
buddy, leave your brother alone.
There's something I'd like to discuss.
Sarah wants to talk about stuff. Good for her. What's up, Akazar? Personal correspondence. To Musgrove, you might not be aware, but there's a certain item that your employer has that others have taken interest in. Now I know you're game for the employer, but what's the harm in a little chat? I'm not joking. Expect the termination notice to arrive soon. Think about your future. The precious few days you have left before you deactivate your security clearance. Move the item as quickly as possible. You are being watched.
I'm here for you, my love.
Oh, what do you need, Sarah?
Now that we have a moment, I wanted to ask how you're feeling. After your experience at the temple, you've given everyone at the lodge quite a scare.
I feel like energy is coursing through my
That's
veins.
distressing, but to be expected, I suppose. According to what I've heard, your body absorbed an almost unquantifiable amount of energy of a type we can't even begin to understand. We're dealing with something unknown to modern science. Who knows how this encounter has affected your body or your mind?
Take me to your leader, human.
I know you're simply trying to brush this off with humor, but you really should act more concerned. That temple proves we're dealing with entities of unknown origin. The problem is that we can't even begin to guess what their intention was towards us and where they've gone.
You think it was built by aliens?
It's a possibility I've considered, but I'm not 100% convinced. The only thing we can be certain of is that the technology we've encountered points to beings that live outside the settled systems.
Well, I don't think malevolent beings would have granted me new abilities.
Perhaps. It's just that... Oh, I'm afraid that we're flying almost completely blind here. All we know for certain at this point is that whoever created the artifacts are the same beings that built the temple. Anything else is just guesswork. I might as well put on a blindfold and toss darts at theories written on the wall.
Nothing wrong with that. So Constellation's never heard of the temples before.
As far as Constellation's concerned, you're the first human we're aware of that's ever encountered one of these places. Now, whether you consider that lucky or not, that's another matter entirely.
I would have thought this would be exciting for you.
Oh, believe me, this is positively exhilarating. Think about the significance of this research. The questions it raises alone are mind-boggling. Who was this wondrous structure built to accommodate? How long ago did these entities inhabit our universe? Are they still out there, somewhere?
Sounds like one of the reasons for Constellation's existence.
Yes, exactly. Now you understand why it's imperative that we solve this puzzle. It's funny. I used to think the artifacts were the end-all be-all of scientific discovery, the pinnacle mystery of our time. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine it would lead to something of this magnitude. I just hope that you'll come through this, whatever it is, unharmed.
And here I thought I was the subject of your wildest dreams.
Well, yeah, yes, of course you are. I was speaking of the power you acquired. This is all scientifically speaking, of course. Look, I've already taken up too much of your time.
Yes, you have.
All I can do is promise that I'm not going to make you deal with this mystery alone.
Thank you.
Whatever might be happening, I'll be right here to help you every step of the way.
I promise I will never die.
Too bad I can't see this. You. Yeah, you.
Lettuce, lime, meal pack, chicken. I'll do an egg meal pack.
I need to head over to the trade authority later. Unload some goods. Coming?
Yo, Bank ATMs are spread throughout the settled systems.
I have things for you.
Yeah. Take it easy.
What's up?
Good.
Howdy.
Yeah, you're new here, aren't you?
I am Boone.
Name's Boone Morgan, your new best friend on Neon. If you're here for a drink or listen to the music, I've got you covered. But if you're here for something a little more exciting, we have plenty of Aurora for sale.
No thanks.
Oh, no. Drugs are for street gangs and junkies. Aurora is on an entirely different level. I like to call it an exquisitely crafted, transcendent experience. Only problem is that won't fit on the package. Here, take a look at the menu. Now, I'm not going to lie. The Aurora is a bit expensive, but let's face it. Can you really put a price on pleasure?
Got a meeting here later, and I'm kind of worried about security.
The Astral Lounge is one of the safest places in all of Neon. Security is handpicked from the finest officers in the city.
Let's say I needed security to be on my side if a fight broke out. How about this? Say I need to control the doors to prevent someone from walking out.
I'm afraid that would be a serious fire hazard. And I think it's only fair to warn you that the network security on our doors is state-of-the-art.
What do I need security to be on my side if a fight broke out?
Then I would say you'd be interested in the Astral Lounge VIP package. For a reasonable fee, our security can be your security.
Fee seems a little high.
We do strive for setting the most reasonable rate.
Surely a business like Stroud Eklund already has VIP status?
Huh. You work for Stroud Eklund? Well, perhaps something could be arranged.
Walter Stroud's coming personally.
I'm sorry, but our policies demand even high-profile customers pay our fees.
You lower the fee and I'll make sure to stop by the Astral Lounge every chance I get.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but promises make for poor currency.
It's So he denied me on
I'm
every
afraid
chance.
we can't budge on the price. The VIP package isn't for everyone.
Copy that.
Excellent. We do hope your meeting goes to your satisfaction. Enjoy the lounge.
Hello. Hey, you wanna dance?
You know, I went to chef school. This ain't exactly where I saw myself.
Oh, I gotta be on the inside, I guess. That's not gonna be it for sure. Remote door control. I can do it one time and that's it.
Oh, sorry. You'll have to hack that on your own.
Got it covered, Sarah. Next time maybe be a little more useful. Otherwise I want to leave you on the ship. I do, yeah, I like Walter, guys. Walter's a pretty fun old man. He's like the rich grandpa you all want, you know? The rich, eccentric old grandpa. Let's go gallivanting about space, youngster.
Something you might be interested in.
I've got unlimited funds and a cool fucking ship. And I know how to go where all the clubs are going to VIP packages.
Have things for you.
Yeah, because our Twitch needs to have like an auto,
Still so tense.
like a renewing
Normally,
sub.
once we're alone,
Because otherwise
your
they make you
shoulders
manually.
relax.
I think they make you
They're
manually do it for
taut.
all subs, Twitch
We're
types
on
and
to
normal
something
types. Or maybe it's the normal. No, I take that back. I think what they did is I just got an email
can
from
tell.
them yesterday or the
can
day
see
before
your
that they
mind racing.
increased
I
the
haven't
membership
even stopped
costs
to
by like
ask you
$1 per month.
how
It went up
you
from
were.
$4.99 a month to
I'm
$5.99 a
fine.
month.
The
So that's
board
probably why it's
complains.
prompting
I assure
to
them. There's the
a
occasional
manual resub.
assassination attempt.
So, you don't need anything from me then?
I don't.
Am I just some useless stargazer? You would have been better off marrying a Hope or a Tayo, someone who could be with you at every meeting.
And yes, it can't be helped if I'm not doing a
Don't go
persuasion
on
character.
about that again. Needing you isn't the same as wanting you. And I'd much rather want my partner than need them. Less complicated.
I may have stumbled
know
into a
constellation
romantic
seems to take up so
conversation
much
and
of
I
my
wasn't meant to
time.
hear here.
But I never stop thinking of you, wondering what maneuvering you're doing to take over the company and drive me out.
It's how I show my love.
How are the preparations coming?
Let's roll.
To the Astral Lounge and our cellar. Goodbye, my dear. See you at the next board meeting?
Oh, I'll be keeping an eye on this little operation, just in case. Good luck, all of you.
Hey man, as long as they don't double charge you like YouTube did there a few months back.
Have something for you when you have a moment.
I'm not gonna say this twice. Get the hell away.
Picked up something you might be interested in.
here. Now, I don't know what the cellar looks like, but they'll have a security briefcase with them. Larger than normal. Big enough to hold the artifact. We should split up. The code phrase to identify yourself as the buyer is Ramsey and Travers.
Ramsey and Travers. You know, like the guys who discovered neon gas?
Are they?
Alright, let's do it.
Code phrases? My goodness, Walter, I think you're taking this espionage business a little too seriously.
Remember, Ramsey and Travers. We'll meet back near the elevator.
So somebody with a case. Definitely don't see anyone with a case yet.
You think the city got them all? I just need a minute. I think that last drink was stronger than I thought.
That's what you said 2 drinks ago. Maybe you should slow down.
This place is insane!
I don't see anybody that has a package.
Been a while since
Excuse me.
Yes?
Hello.
Ah, this dude right here.
What is it? Can't you see I'm busy drinking?
I'm with Ramsey and Travers.
Oh, really? I heard you all have a meeting in a few minutes, don't you? In one of those fancy VIP lounges? Speaking of which, I gotta get going myself. Excuse me.
This Aurora stuff. It's blowing my mind. Hell yeah!
I just saw our seller walk by. Good job. Now, before we head in there, let me go over the ground rules. He'll ask for twice what we agreed on. That's normal. He'll probably try to walk out. That's normal, too. Don't worry about the amount we actually settle on. The Stroud-Eklund Discretionary Fund is just a chip to you and me. Our goal is to get him to accept that chip in exchange for the artifact. Anything goes as long as it's in our hands, and we're not dead. How does that sound?
Sounds good to me.
This'll be fun. I find matching wits with the neon underworld to always be invigorating.
If you want to see how short my temper is, keep talking.
So you're Stroud. You look different in person.
Our public relations always insists on doing some touch-ups for the official photos. Embarrassing, really.
Your security here going to stand or sit for this little meeting, making me nervous.
Alright, my character would probably say I'm standing. Deal with it.
Flexing the muscles already, huh? Fine.
Am I to assume that briefcase has our item of interest?
Yeah, here it is.
Well, look at that.
One of a kind. And I know you want it.
I have the amount we agreed on.
Things have changed. I want double.
Now, how am I supposed to do that?
I don't know, but your security here seems to have some fancy gear. Why don't they chip in?
Remote trigger the door to close.
What the? Security!
I'm gonna signal to security. We've got an understanding. They're not gonna interfere.
As you can see, we're in control. Take advantage of our generosity. Take the money.
All right. Okay.
Oh, that's fucking
It's all
awesome.
yours.
All my preliminary work paid
Might
off
never
in this
see any
one
of you
moment.
people ever again.
That's right.
Well done.
Don't mess with the bull unless you want the
But we
horns.
got what we were after. Time to go home. Shall we? We have it. This couldn't have gone better.
I agree, Walter. Oh my goodness, that coffee needs to kick in. It says head to the entrance.
Stop right there. You're in possession of Slayton Aerospace property.
Ah. Slayton must have been the original owner. We don't need to do this. All's fair on Neon. Am I right?
Hand over Mr. Slayton's property. Now.
Not gonna happen. Security, we're being harassed.
There a problem here?
Yes. This armed thug was trying to steal our belongings.
Famous
I'm
last
going to
words.
need you to back away from our VIPs. Now.
Fine, but you can't stay in the Astral Lounge forever, Stroud. Nicholas Slayton's already got your number.
Sending on men to the Astral Lounge. Slayton must be serious about getting the artifact back. We'd better get off the planet quickly.
I agree.
Ace. Something's gone wrong, hasn't it?
Slayton has put a bounty on your heads. He squeezed a few palms. Your ship's been impounded at the spaceport.
There goes our way out.
Well, so much for this being easy, Walter.
Yes, I'm fully aware this has not gone according to plan.
Slayton Aerospace has offices here in the trade tower. If Nicholas is moving this quickly, he must be there or close by.
Let's head to their lobby, shall we? See if we can make an appointment.
Sure. We're gonna have a heated discussion.
I have things for you.
People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake. It ain't a snake.
Picked up something you might be interested in. Welcome to Slayton Aerospace. Can I help you?
Need to make an appointment to see Nicholas Slayton.
I'm afraid Mr. Slayton is a very busy man.
I'm sure he'll understand. We've had a slight misunderstanding.
Arguments with Miss...
Yeah, alright. He's expecting me.
No, he isn't.
I've got Walter Stroud with me, CEO of Stroud Eklund.
We weren't expecting a VIP to come through today. Let me just run a few checks. Thank you. Oh, I think we can make an exception in your case. Mr. Slayton will see you. Just use the elevator.
Hoping to get a meeting? I've been waiting all day.
See what we can see, old man.
Wait. This clearly isn't the executive level. He's on to us.
Walter, taking what's mine, then breaking into my office. A bold move, but one easily countered.
Oh, we're trapped.
Hello, Walter, dear, are you there?
Issa?
Took longer than I'd like, but I managed to pay off one of Slayton's security consultants. They've patched me in.
Nice.
All right. We've got her out. Once the door's open, just follow her instructions, okay?
Copy that.
I'm aware of the irony of me continuing to say it'll be easy. But it'll be easy.
Doors will open in 3, 2, 1.
Sun's out, guns out.
Guards and employees are all over. Be careful. Okay. You'll want to use the vent system to slip around unnoticed. There's a cupboard just to the right of the elevator you came in on. That's the elevator you came in on. Jump right across the top of it and keep going to the end.
Okay.
Drop down and follow the conduit all the way to the end, past the fork. There's a vent above you. Just climb up.
Okay. Now what?
The room below you is clear. Drop down.
You're going to be carrying that gooey mess, right?
One of the doors leads you right into the open. I'm unlocking a safe route. Opening the door on your right. Go now.
Well, I would go now. Hold up. Let's quick save.
Head left, but don't go through the door at the end yet. There's a robot stalking the hall.
Okay.
Wait. It's walking down the hall.
Copy that.
Go now, straight across to the door. Keep going all the way to the end. Wait, there's people in the room up ahead. Closing the shutters.
Okay.
Another robot up ahead. Wait for it to pass, then head straight across to the maintenance door next to the security gate. Go now. Let me just get that for you. Security is on full alert.
Nope, I'm reloading. I messed something up. Well, we can definitely shoot our way out if we need to, but I would prefer to keep the sneak thing all the way through if I can.
Head left, but don't go through the door at the end yet. There's a robot stalking the hall. Wait. It's walking down the hall. Go now, straight across to the door. Keep going all the way to the end.
All the way to the end. Which is here.
Wait, there's people in the room up ahead. Closing the shutters. Another robot up ahead. Wait for it to pass, then head straight across to the maintenance door next to the security gate.
Maintenance door next to the...
Get that for you.
Oh, this door. That's what I missed.
You know the routine. Up the vent. It's a short one, I promise.
Okay. We just drop it straight back down.
Almost there. Door on the right.
This door?
There's the door. It should take you outside.
Outside? You expect us to climb up the trade tower?
There's a series of catwalks that lead directly up one floor to the executive level.
Well, I guess after you.
Alright. Intense, man. Coffee's kicking in too, which is good. Chris is rocking out to some Irish
Think for you when you have a moment.
folk music. You can hear it bleeding in from the kitchen.
Let's do this.
No, that's why I just loaded. We're gonna load that. I don't know if I can sneak past them or not. I'll be right back. Alright, let's see if we can keep our sneak status on the way out of here. Oop, oop, somebody saw me. Did he just eat himself off? Come on, Strauss. I did quick save before we ran into those guys, so if that ends up being an issue with quest progression, I'll go back and see if we can't sneak it. Shit, there was a guy. Oh, ha, 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 bye. Unfortunately, if they're still all on alert on the inside now, I'm going to want to redo it. Oh, we're going to confront him now. Dude, you guys just tried to shoot me. I'm
You're
not gonna have
coming in
any
just
mercy.
behind the executive elevators. I'll call the one on the far end, and you can walk right over the top.
You know, it's moments like this that really makes Neon the best place to do business. You steal what's mine. I trap you in the city. You infiltrate my office. I lock it down. Where else can you match wits for the highest stakes but here?
This guy sounds like the Emperor from the Fallen Empire, Star Wars: The Old Republic. What is his name? The father of the twins. Through those 2 expansions in Star Wars: The Old Republic, it sounds like the same voice actor. Call off your guards, Slayton, and release my ship.
You have what's mine. I, indirectly, have what's yours. We are at a stalemate. Although, I do count a few more guns on my side.
It's not gonna help you, bro. I wouldn't trust your mercs. They haven't stopped us so far.
You do make a bold point.
Carrion, yeah,
that
that guy.
doesn't resolve our current dilemma.
Perhaps I can help. We're both people of business, Nicholas. In the same industry, no less.
Yes, I'm beginning to see the opportunity. There is, however, one final detail to disclose. Mr. Musgrove, my former employee, and the thief responsible for our serendipitous meeting, was caught prior to your arrival. I think it would cement our new partnership if you were to decide on his sentence yourselves.
Let him go.
If you wish, you will have the opportunity to tell him yourself, shortly.
He's a thief, and you're going to let him go. That's preposterous.
My security brought Musgrove to my office. I'm sure seeing you again will be a fine conclusion to your previous business.
We have an opportunity to spare a man's life. I know he probably wouldn't do the same for us, but that shouldn't matter. We should just let him go. No sense in more violence.
Oh no. You. Slayton really does have a sick sense of humor.
Why'd you steal the artifact? I want the whole story.
10 years working in aerospace engineering, and they laid me off. You damn right I stole that thing. They tell you if you have talent and commitment, you can go far. But the truth is, it's all about who steals the most and gets away with it.
If you don't cheat, you don't win.
Please, I was just trying to sell a product, okay? Isn't that why we're all here?
Be lenient. We were taking advantage of his initiative, after all, even if we have found ourselves working with the man he stole from.
Get out of Neon while you can.
Thank you.
You have no idea how lucky you are, Musgrove. If it was up to me, I'd have fed you to the wolves.
A rare moment of compassion for this city. Very well. I'll clear things up with the authorities. You're free to go.
Time to go. Let's talk more back at the ship.
I kind of feel like I should have just iced this dude. Can I reload real quick? Just to see what the other outcome would be. Why not? Second playthrough, we got things to see. Yeah, none of that made sense to me. Like, that was, like, we went from having a confrontation with the guy to him suddenly just offering us a thief, and I'm like, what?
I'll call the one on the far end, and you can walk right over the top.
You know, it's moments like you steal what's mine.
Yeah, cross the wrong person.
Ah, it seems you have chosen more violence. Very well.
There he is.
I got a turret all of a sudden? Oh shit, we got a whole bunch of them. Oh, is he fucking running? Dude, get out of the way.
Well, I suppose they're not going to need it anymore.
Come out, buddy.
Let's do this.
Oh! Check it through the door. There we go. Did we get him? We did now. Alright, that's a much more satisfactory ending, man. At least it makes me feel better. I did shoot Strad by accident. Hopefully he's still alive. Anything worthwhile here? There's Stroud. We're good. Dude, what is up, Sarah? You can stand up, darling. Particle fuse, shotgun shells. Oh, did you pick? Did you pick? I think we still need to go loot his body. Nothing worthwhile. Black licorice. Yeah. Oops, I didn't mean to loot that. Hopefully nobody pays attention to the body in the in the elevator. Oh no. Fight our way out apparently. Dude, get out of the way, Walter. Fucking idiot, man. Oh my god, look at all these guys we're gonna have to complete. Well, it's a ton of XP, so... The problem is security gonna want to get us when we get out of here? Let's go see, because I do have a quick save. Letter says, completely new to Starfield. Is there romance in this game? There is. Yep. You can romance, I believe, all of the companion characters. Like, for example, I've already romanced Sarah, wherever she ran off to. It's the companion I have with me right now. She is... Here she comes. So she's actually... I've actually romanced her and married her. So this is my character's wife in the game. There's different characters, all have their own different perks. So if we were to go to my ship, look at the crew. Andreja is romanceable, and you can see her stats. Barrett's romanceable, those are his stats. What's he's good at? Heller, Lynn. I don't know about Lynn. Samco's romanceable, Sarah Morgan's romanceable, Barrett's romanceable, Andreja's romanceable. I don't know who else is romanceable off the top of my head.
Dreads, let them.
Oh, I can't fast travel from here.
As long as all that stays out of the plaza.
No, they cannot die. They can fall unconscious, but they can't be killed.
Hello. Got a problem?
Yep, you're welcome. Why is it pointing me back in there? I feel like that POI might be a little weird. Probably somebody waiting for me outside of the ship or something.
Hey, no funny stuff with that food.
Right, Captain. Where are we headed next?
It still says go to the ship. What's up with that?
Something you might be interested in.
We're at the ship. I feel like something might be bugged because of what we just did. Let's go to the cockpit. Let's take off and see if it changes.
Cold-blooded murder
There we
was
go.
a line I told myself I'd never cross. Do you really think we did the right thing back there? There was no other way.
No time for second guesses.
I can't argue with that. I'm just used to costs only being measured in money whenever I can help it. Well, I may not agree with every outcome, but you did everything to accomplish our goals and more.
That's right, Walter.
I don't often get a chance to work in the field. So, thank you.
It's not all sunshine and roses, buddy.
Engines ready. On your word, Captain.
Retro's firing. Orbit stabilized.
Oh! Here's our first encounter.
You hold something you have no right to. My people have killed for this, but I will offer you one chance to hand over the artifact and turn away from this path.
Oh, that's not any type of ship I recognize.
Alright. Identify yourselves.
The fact that you do not know says much. We are the Starborn, and you are unworthy to possess the artifacts.
Tell us, please. What are the artifacts? What are they for? Did you make them? What gives you more right to them than humanity?
Answering your questions is exactly what we cannot allow. Abandon your thirst for knowledge, or drown in it.
Call yourselves whatever you want. You're just thieves to me.
A sentiment that is shared by my kind about you.
We're not the ones making threats.
Your moral grandstanding is hollow, as is your position. Make up your mind, or we will act.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing on the scans. Energy output from that ship is far above the normal range. If we spin up the grav drive now, we have a chance.
Full evasive maneuvers. Let's get out of here.
We'll get through this. Hold on.
Punch it. Woo! Oh!
Now this is pod racing.
I don't know about you.
Jump
I've
complete.
never heard of
You're entering the United Colony just for fun.
Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. It's an overdrive. We need to regroup at the loft immediately.
Go ahead,
Tell Noel to analyze the data off the ship's sensors. Everyone's going to want to weigh in on this.
Absolutely. We have much to discuss.
Time to head to the lodge.
Hey, can we skip the local chunks this time? Never agrees with my stomach.
But why do you eat chunks for, Sarah? Everybody knows you don't eat chunks on an empty stomach.
It's good to be home.
How is Neon? Are you okay?
I need you to look at the data from my ship sensors.
Okay. I'll start transferring the data over now. Let me just bring it up on here at the table. Is that a prototype?
I don't know what that is.
That material isn't anything we... What the... Everyone, come take a look at this.
That's no faction vessel or Crimson Fleet. Secret military tech, maybe?
No United Colonies Admiral approved that starship design.
They call themselves the Starborn. Demanded we hand over the artifact. Like we were children, playing with their parents' things.
What do people know? Any offshoot groups go by that name?
None in any corner of the settled systems I've seen. Maybe a distant human colony finally popping its head up? Another house for Rune?
I very much doubt that.
We ignoring the obvious here? A heretofore unknown group who just happens to know about the artifacts. I'm just gonna say it. Intelligent alien life, or extra-dimensional beings. The original creators from the furthest fringes of space.
Or beyond even that. Is the metaphor of avenging angels coming down to keep humanity from forbidden knowledge not apt here?
Dude,
So, we have a lot
stow
of
the
theories, but
religious
nothing
rhetoric,
concrete.
man.
Except that they're after the artifacts, and they're willing to take them by force.
To Barrett's point, the artifacts clearly aren't human-made.
No settled systems lab made these things, and I doubt one of them made that ship either.
So, we got some weird extra-dimensional beings that coincidentally decide to build their spacefaring vessels exactly like we do. Not so sure about that.
Noel, start analyzing all the data from the ship sensors. The gravitational wave they caused, scans of their weapons, shields, everything. We're in the dark. We need to learn anything about them we can, including some way to fight them if necessary. Until then, we stay the course, collect the artifacts. It's even more important now that an intelligence we don't know or understand is looking for them.
The Reaper's vibe from Mass Effect? Hey, man. It's one way to look at it for sure. Also, yes, I think you're kind of new around here, Lilith, but Indiana Jones has been like, along with Star Wars Outlaws, Avowed. Those are like the 3 big games that we're going to be playing on this channel this year. We did a vote maybe a month ago. For me personally, Indiana Jones is despite the fact that I love Star Wars, I've played hundreds of Star Wars games, right? And most recently we just played Jedi Survivor, Jedi Fallen Order, and then Jedi Survivor was, early last year. So I've had plenty of Star Wars. And Star Wars Outlaws is probably, it's up there like one of my number 1 games for the year. But I am slightly more hyped about Indiana Jones just because we haven't had an Indiana Jones game in so long. And also it's first person, which I think is going to be a lot more fun. You know, because as much fun as I had with the Uncharted games, which I've played multiple times over the years, that's always, third person adventure. Same with Tomb Raider, you're looking at third person action shooter. Indiana Jones having not just the pistol, but also a whip and his fists, and it's all first person with third person cutscenes. I just hope that we get a decent 40-50 hour gameplay experience out of it, and that it's not something truncated in 15-20 hours. I really hope they give us like a good 40 to 50 hour
Everything
game.
okay?
But regardless, I'm
gone
really
quiet.
excited for Indiana Jones. That and Star Wars Outlaws are probably my 2 biggest franchise games this year, and then Avowed just because I love Obsidian, and the whole Pillars of Eternity universe for me is amazing, so that's going to be fun too. Alright, maybe we should locate them and see if they'll talk.
That ship could be anywhere in deep space. Even if we got lucky, a single grav jump and we'd lose them.
Alright. Well, everybody get ready for a fight then. I doubt they'll stop.
All we can do is be more cautious. But we are not stopping. This could end up being a race we don't want to lose. Vladimir, has the Eye picked up anything new?
Some glints of shine in the dark. Ready to hand them out as soon as you please.
All right. Good luck, everyone. And be careful out there.
Alright, let's add this artifact to the collection.
Hey, stranger. Let's chat sometime, okay? Need something?
You had a hell of a shake, getting bullied in the void. Starborn sure know how to make an entrance. Ready to head back out there? The Eye can help you find the artifacts, but I'm afraid she's blind to our new competitor.
Give me what you got.
Double check the safety and locks wherever you go, okay? Exploration's dangerous, even without some nefarious group trying to kill you. Good luck out there on the fringe.
How may I assist you?
Oh, no, I don't need anything. Just, checking in, seeing how you're doing.
At present, all systems are functioning well within established parameters.
Right. Well then, keep up the good work.
Of course. I have been given no alternate instructions.
Alright. I'll be right back, everybody.
I may regret this, but there's something I'd like to ask you about.
Keep both eyes on the back while you're out there. Make sure those Starborn don't creep up on you.
When's the last time you went up to see Vladimir?
Haven't gone up there recently. Is everything okay?
Oh, I just don't know how he does it. Up there all alone for so long.
Some people love that kind of space. Pun intended. Walter, I hope I'm not overstepping here, but you're around the lodge a lot. Like, almost all the time. Doesn't that bother your wife?
It's true. I am away from home quite a bit. I'm told that when I'm not here, I'm distracted by what I might be missing, and wind up crabby. Or, my personal favorite, irascible. My darling Issa has concluded that it is in both of our best interests if I could spend my time working from the lodge as often as possible.
Huh. Well, if it works for you.
You gonna rest, honey? Lay down. Oh, you're gonna take a bath because I just gave you yogurt? Yeah. Alright. So like the Summer Game Fest is happening at 2 p.m. Pacific today. That's like 3 p.m. my time. So any coverage I'll do around that event's going to be this afternoon, this evening, into tomorrow. I know Dune Awakening has a story trailer, so I'll definitely be covering that at some point today. So an interesting side note while we're all sitting here. Give me 2
Burning
seconds here.
helium across the far reaches is dangerous work. Would have told you to
I
gear
know
up
everyone's
even before
excited
we
by the
knew we had
artifacts, but
competition.
we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects.
All right, so yesterday I did a video covering the the Wayward Realms Kickstarter, which is a Kickstarter from a couple of the guys who worked
Still
on
need to lift another set today.
Daggerfall, which was
Shoulder
the
stiff.
second Elder Scrolls game, and they've got a Kickstarter going on for this upcoming game that's going to be a spiritual successor to Daggerfall, right? So I did a reaction video to the Kickstarter. So in my Kickstarter reaction video, I was very pessimistic about some of the things that they're promoting on their Kickstarter, not the least of which is the fact that it's not a game. They're not actually promoting a game on their Kickstarter. They're promoting a prototype, which they will then pitch to developers or to publishers in the hopes to get a huge budget to actually build the vision that they're promoting on the Kickstarter. So that's the number one red flag. They're not actually, what you're supposed to do with the Kickstarter is you're supposed to pitch the product that you're building with the Kickstarter funds. That's what you're supposed to. I don't know how this got through Kickstarter's quality team, because they're not actually pitching a product on the page. They're pitching a prototype that they will then turn around and pitch to publishers to get money. So that was number one red flag. However, what was really interesting to me is the other red flag to me was their claim of being able to, they claim that they're going to be able to do thousands of NPCs on screen at the same time. And I said in that video, I was like, that's just not possible. No modern game does that. No modern game can do that. You cannot have thousands of NPCs on screen. And you had some pushback from certain people. What was really interesting to me is within a couple of hours of me publishing that video, Ted, the guy behind the Kickstarter, the guy, one of the main guys behind that, who worked on Daggerfall and who's put this, was on my YouTube video, and he started, to his credit, kind of walking back some of the claims. Well, you know, because he literally came on my video and he said, we've had this is what he said. He says we've had 500 million, is what he said. Or 500,000, sorry. He said we've had 500,000, not 500 million. He said we've had 500,000 characters on screen. And I called him out on it. I said, I don't buy that for a minute. You need to prove that with a video or on your Kickstarter. He's like, he literally responded. He's like, well, I'm the one working on it, and I know what we've been able to do behind the scenes. And I said, it doesn't matter what you've done behind the scenes. What matters is you're claiming to do something. You're not showing that you're doing it. If you want us to believe that you're going to be capable of rendering thousands of NPCs on screen like your Kickstarter claims, show us. So there was some back and forth on Kickstarter on my YouTube video with the actual developers, and eventually he admitted that the 500,000 NPCs they've rendered in game are in a checkerboard environment. They're not rendered NPCs. They have no clothing, there's no skin textures, there's no hair textures. He said we've rendered 500,000, you know, just basically non-3D figures on screen, and he literally said, and I'm confident that we will be able to therefore render thousands of NPCs on screen for the end user. And I was like, I look forward to seeing your video proof. And he did say, well, we're going to put something together and have it out soon. I'm going to be genuinely surprised if they actually put something together and put it out. But it was really interesting to me that the developers themselves came out of the woodwork and were scrambling to be like, oh no, that's not, hang on, but we've done all these things behind the scenes, and we, you know, it doesn't matter if you're skeptical, we've done it behind the scenes, and if we've done it and we know it can be done, then that means it can be done. It's like, no, that's not how this works. You're asking people to give you $500,000. And he's like, well, we've been working 4 years, for free. I don't give a shit if you were working for free. That's the risk you chose to take to put it together. I've done this before. I worked 5 years on the MMORPG before we ever got an investor on board. I worked 3 years with my brother and my wife. We still haven't, technically, we have still never gotten paid for all the work we did putting together The Weave in the Void. Now, we did get Patreon funding, which paid for everything, but we've never taken a paycheck. We still have all the excess money beyond what we needed for assets. That's still sitting in a PayPal account. Like, we've never taken a penny of it. So this whole, oh, we've worked for 4 years for free, I don't care. You're asking people for $500,000 for a prototype that you're going to pitch to investors for this dream project, or pitch to publishers for this dream project, and you're making all these claims in your Kickstarter, and I'm not seeing any of those things that you're claiming showing up in the video that you have on your Kickstarter. But I was genuinely pleased to see that they actually took the time to come to my YouTube video, and he left a half a dozen comments on different people's replies, and it was all about him refuting, oh no, we could definitely render thousands of NPCs. We've done it in the game. We've rendered 500,000. And when I pushed him on the 500,000 figure, he was like, well, technically those 500,000 were, there's no 3D anything. It's checkerboard space. I had somebody else who he sent me a video to a to a Unity script that was rendering thousands of NPCs in an empty space, checkerboard space. No buildings, no skybox, no clouds, no NPC, nothing. Once you start having, even if you're using Unreal 5, not Unity, fuck Unity, Unity can't do any of that. Even if you're using Unreal 5, which is a very powerful engine, there are still limitations based on how much can your GPU and CPU actually render on screen. And engineering can do a lot of that stuff, but he actually claimed, he's like, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Origins, he said, Assassin's Creed Origins did something very similar in the way they loaded their NPCs on screen, and I countered and I said, you can't use Assassin's Creed Origins as an example to refute your point, when you can claim that that's how they did their engineering, but I've played Origins, as has millions of players around the world. Origins, at no point in time in any Assassin's Creed game have they ever rendered thousands of NPCs on screen at the same time. Ever. Starfield, I can run out the door. We're going to do it right now. We're going to run out the door. We're going to run out into New Atlantis. Hang on. Let's go take a look at all this. All right, let's run around here. We're gonna run up around the corner. Starfield, AAA game, hundreds of millions of dollars thrown into the budget. At most, there are maybe 100 NPCs in this scene when you count the crowd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We know there's some in the shops and everything. But the shops are over there. They are not being rendered on my screen right now. If you've ever, or Cyberpunk 2077 is a great example. So we can see all the way down here. If you look down the ramp, we can see all the way down to the tram, right? There is a draw distance for how far our character can see. At no point in time are there thousands of NPCs on my screen, despite the fact that this is a teeming city. Why are there not thousands of NPCs on screen? Because of performance reasons. If there were thousands of NPCs on screen right now, I would be getting single-digit frames, if that. So I found it very interesting that the developer was in a sort of coming back and being like, oh, wait, no, actually, we've rendered 500,000 And I said, prove it. Show us the 500,000. And his response was, well, actually, the 500,000 we did was in a developer environment with nothing else on screen. And I said, so, you know, now you're admitting that your claims aren't actually true because you're claiming that you can render. And he's like, well, you know, I'm confident that we're going to be able to render thousands on screen at the same time. Now, we don't know what kind of engineering tech is going to come down the pipeline over the next few years with Unreal 5. We don't know what engineering stuff that they're going to come up with. Also, people were then claiming, oh, Daggerfall had thousands of NPCs on screen at the same time. And I'm like, are you show me a video of Daggerfall rendering thousands of NPCs on screen at the same time. Show me a video. Show me a video that renders thousands of NPCs on the screen at the same time. You won't find one. It doesn't exist. There might be thousands of NPCs in the game, but those thousands of NPCs are not being rendered on screen at the same time. And the Kickstarter specifically says, we are going to be rendering thousands of NPCs on the screen at the same time. And the reason that was a big red flag to me is that when I got him to admit in the YouTube comments, we're confident that we'll be able to make that happen, is not the same thing as what they're promoting on Kickstarter, where they blatantly say, we're going to have thousands of NPCs on the screen at the same time. And these are veteran developers who are asking for $500,000, which is why I just always urge people to do your due diligence, because the procedural generation world stuff, you know, they're talking about a world that's going to be 500,000 kilometers large. That's cool. That's totally doable. No Man's Sky does that with the way they've got their procedural generated planets. Starfield does it similarly with the way they've got their planets generated. But the whole thousands of NPCs on screen at the same time is the biggest red flag for me that I cried BS on. And I thought it was interesting that the developer actually came to my YouTube video and was like, oh man, it's totally true. And then he did like 6 comments, and I responded to each one of them. I said, can we please see video proof? Can we please see video proof? Can we please see video proof? And after I pushed him like 6 times and can we please see video proof, he said, oh, well, actually the 500,000, you know, that we rendered, I keep saying 500 million. It's not 500 million. It's 500,000. The 500,000 that we rendered on screen were not 3D models. There's no environments. There's none of the things that are doing draw calls on your graphics cards. It was just, you know, little pixelated figures. So that is not the same thing, and I find it super deceptive when companies try to make claims like that on a Kickstarter page, because what's going to happen 2 years, 3 years down the road when it can't happen, and suddenly they have to start cutting features and reducing the size of the world and all these other things. Does Starfield count as procedurally generated content? Partially, because like you said, the planets are always the same planet. And some of the planets have static POIs, like Alpha Centauri, which we're on. Hang on. What status do I have on me? Oh, I need to eat. But like all the other planets, they have the same name. It's always going to be the same planet. The only thing that's procedurally generated is the POIs and like the harvesting nodes and everything else. And that's just based on, if you remember the way Todd talked about it, was they set up templates that basically just combined lots of different biome types and harvesting types, nodes and types and everything else. And when it goes to generate the layout of the given planet, it pulls the templates down and just sort of mixes and mashes them and gives you that random procedurally generated planet space with, here's a couple of caves, a couple of ruins, and those could be different every time. The biome could be slightly different. The harvesting nodes will be slightly different. Whereas opposed to someplace like New Atlantis that we're on, is always going to have the same static POIs for these. But I just think it's interesting. It's the first time I've ever seen a developer actually reach out directly and like come on a YouTube video and be like, hey, wait a second, actually, because you know my video was overall it was a positive video. I think it looks interesting what they have and everything else, but the two red flags that I called out in the video were thousands of NPCs on the screen at the same time, and just the fact that they're pitching this massive 500 square kilometer world with 8 playable races. You're going to be able to navigate the seas. You're going to have procedurally generated quests. You're going to have procedurally generated cities. You're going to have procedurally generated everything. And on top of some handwritten stuff. And I'm looking at the scale and scope of that. It's like, I don't think that you should be... And again, I'm not quality control for Kickstarter. But I do remember Kickstarter back in the day having rules about what you were allowed to promote on Kickstarter. And it always had to be, what can you actually deliver for the whatever your money you're asking. If you're asking for $250,000 or $5 million, you need to be able to produce what you claim you can produce for the money that you're asking for. And what they're doing is kind of deceptive, because what they're pitching on their Kickstarter page is the entire project. They're pitching the big scope vision, which is what they're going to be pitching to publishers. But that's not what they're producing with the Kickstarter money. What they're producing with the Kickstarter money is the rest of the prototype, which they claim they only need 1 more year to finish up before it's ready to pitch to publishers. And I just feel like somewhere along the lines we've crossed this boundary with crowdfunding where there's no longer any actual transparency or honesty in what people are producing. It's just like, we're going to sell you everything under the sun to try to get you to back the product, and then we'll just walk it back and be like, well, we can't do that. We got to cut that. Feature creep, scope creep. Sorry, guys, we got to cut that. You know, early access. Sorry, guys, you know. Anyway, random rant. You can go watch the video. It was up from yesterday if you want, and read their commentary. It's very interesting. But I will give them credit for actually coming to the video and trying to clear the air. But the moment he made the claim about, oh, well, we've done 500,000 behind closed doors, and I literally called him out on it. I was like, okay, where's the proof? And when I called him out half a dozen times or whatever in the comments about where's the proof, his response was, oh, well, actually, you know, those were unrendered. Oh, come on now. You should have said that from the get-go on your Kickstarter, you know? A fool and his money.
Landing site is sufficient.
That's probably part of the issue, Akazar. God, what else do you need to discuss, Sarah? You never shut up.
I wanted to talk to you, but honestly, I don't know where to begin. The Starborn's technology is simply astonishing. It's just almost too much to process.
You seem to be really shaken up. You keep trying to talk to me about it.
Yes, I suppose I am. But you can hardly blame me, can you? You do understand the significance of this encounter, don't you? This is humankind's first contact with what I believe is an alien race. A race with technology that could be far superior to our own. Oh, we could learn so much from them.
Do you think they'd be willing to teach us?
The way they behaved, I'd say that's not very likely. If we are to learn anything from the Starborn, we're going to have to take the initiative ourselves.
You sound afraid.
I wouldn't say I was afraid. More like approaching the situation with caution. can't be a
I'm not saying aliens,
Starborn
but
suddenly appeared after your experience at that temple. We know they're here to lay claim to the artifacts, but what's their true motivation? What are they telling us?
huh. Well, I'm hoping we can come to an understanding with them.
I feel exactly the same way. But it certainly sounded like they weren't willing to work with us at all. Damn. Oh, if only we knew more about the Starborn. What their species is like, where they're from, how they're able to speak our language. I feel like a cadet on my very first day aboard a spaceship. My mind is absolutely swimming with questions.
Clearly some type of time travelers, maybe.
No, not time travelers. I don't think the science is there to support that theory. Their name alone, Starborn. There's some type of hidden meaning there. Something that feels very old, perhaps even ancient. Whatever the case may be, I can assure you that Constellation intends to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Well, let's make every effort to learn about them.
Exactly. We must use all of the tools at our disposal to learn
I wonder if
more
they
about the Starborn
passed their
and
Kickstarter
connection
today, because
to
they
the
were pretty close to breaking the 500,000. Let's take a look real quick. They're still kind of short, but they're getting there. They'll definitely get it. They've still got like 21 days left, and they only need like another. They're at 456,550 of a $500,000. Here's the other thing too, guys. A lot of people don't realize this about Kickstarter. They're asking for $500,000. Half of that money is already gone. Half. Taxes and fees. So you have PayPal fees, you have PayPal or Stripe fees, you have Kickstarter fees, and then you have taxes. So you're immediately already half of your money is gone. So they're really only going to be getting $250,000. And they've also got a bunch of physical items on here, which I'm not sure if they're going to require people to pay shipping on. Usually shipping is separate, but the thing is physical items cost money to produce. So you can figure probably another 15% out of the $250,000 that's left is going towards the production of the physical items. So when it all comes said and done, they're probably only going to be getting 225, like say $250,000 to $225,000 out of the 500,000. I just
Take your time. I don't mind waiting. Thank you.
That's why I don't back
Really appreciate
Kickstarters.
your support right now. You know, it's funny.
I will happily pre-order, but I will not back a
I'd lay on the
Kickstarter.
ground and stare up at the stars. I was absolutely convinced they held a secret. I'd remain there for hours in silence, eyes closed, listening, waiting for the secret to be whispered in my ear. This encounter with the Starborn.
But if they come out with an actual video showing thousands of NPCs on screen, I will eat crow and happily make a follow-up video.
And I need to hear what they have to say.
And I told him that as well. I said, as soon as you produce a video that actually proves your claim of, you know, thousands of NPCs on screen, I will happily make a video and say something different. Hey, Sarah, I've got a few things I'd love to whisper in your ear right now.
Although I'm flattered that you think of me that way, there's a time and a place for that sort of talk. This is definitely not one of them. Well then, I've certainly wasted enough of your valuable time.
That's right, my time is
Just
valuable.
do be careful if you cross paths with these Starborn in the future. I wouldn't want to lose one of the most valuable members of Constellation.
Not to mention your free ride through space. Ha ha!
Hope you've calibrated that thing.
Man, this is one barren rock. Oh, we got something over here. Yep, it's this direction. Oh, we got something over here too. That might be... Yeah, this is it. Getting more distortion in this direction than anywhere else. I've backed a few Kickstarters, but I think the last game I backed was, I'd have to go look at my Kickstarter account, to be honest with you. I did one called, because the girl who pitched it was a single Canadian developer. She's put together a little, kind of like point-and-click game. She was only asking for like $30,000. It was supposed to be out like 3 years ago, and I don't think it'll ever come out now, because, she like started having personal problems with like boyfriends and moving and parents, and COVID happened and cost of living went up and all this other stuff, and it was like, I just don't think it'll ever see the light of day. I did back Star Citizen, I backed Pillars of Eternity, I've backed some books which have all come to completion. Oh, The Expanse was definitely a better show than The Acolyte, for sure. That being said, I don't love The Expanse like I love Star Wars, so it doesn't really matter if The Expanse is a better show to me, because to me, Star Wars trumps The Expanse every time. But that's because I just love Star Wars. Like, someone said on Twitter today, they're like, the best judge for me that The Acolyte is a fun show is the fact that my kids have asked to rewatch the first 2 episodes like 12 times already. And I went, that's the fucking point. Star Wars is for kids. The 5-year-old child in me watches Star Wars and goes, fuck yeah, lightsabers and Jedi and the Force and dark side and lasers and blasters and spaceships and aliens and woohoo! Like, this is pod racing. Yeah! Like, that's what Star Wars is about. Like, way too many people get hung up on this whole... My favorite right now is the people who are bitching about the fact that in, like, the first episode, she goes outside to fix, like, something on the ship, and there's fire coming out in the vacuum of space, and everybody's like, oh my god, these new writers, they don't know what they're doing. There's fire in space. I was like, has everybody forgotten that George Lucas was the one who invented fucking fire in space, and, like, explosions of the Death Star, and... You know, every time a TIE fighter gets blown up, it's big, huge explosion of fire and gas, and like, oh my god, like, it's the funniest shit ever. Lots of tungsten on this planet, which is good. I don't think I've come across tungsten before. Right, sound effects in space, exactly. That's another thing, too. One of the coolest things I saw recently was George Lucas was at the Cannes Film Festival getting a big award. And he made this whole speech because he's tired of everyone claiming that the new Star Wars is woke. And so he made a big speech about how Star Wars has always been about powerful women. He's like, who do you think ran the rebellion? You know? It was Princess Leia, and then you've got Queen Amidala and Padme, and like it was a good speech he made, because it really was basically about telling all these people who cry and moan about women in Star Wars to just shut the fuck up, because they don't know what they're talking about, because you know he's always had strong women in space. But I was really happy to see him take the stage, and we haven't seen George Lucas in a while. Well, he pulled the strings to some degree, you know, dark side. Profound says, suspending disbelief is required when watching movies. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Or reading a fantasy novel, anything science fiction or fantasy. What am I stepping on? Oh, water. Poison water.
I know a few archaeologists back in New Atlantis that would give their left arm to be here right now.
But yeah, I will readily admit that the Acolyte is not like some groundbreaking, amazing new show, but it's the inner 5-year-old child in me is absolutely thrilled. Like when he was walking through the caves and he's holding up his lightsaber to light the way, I immediately went to Jedi Fallen Order and was like, that's right, baby, use your lightsaber as a light source. That's awesome. Straight from the video games. One thing I never did my first playthrough was go power hunting. I only ever did 2 powers, so it's going to be interesting to see. I'll probably go power hunting with this character. Ah! Oh, I missed it. Where's it at? Whatever, it's gonna disappear. I'll wait for the next one. I have the power!
Is it thousands of years old? Millions?
Whoa! Fuck, wrong weapon. By the way, what new power did I get? Personal atmosphere, okay.
Look out!
Shit, I ran out of grenades. Oh, my health. Reload! Did I get him? I did, because I just got a quantum essence. Whew! Yeah, I never got it the first time, I don't think. My ship is back in that direction. But there is a lot of useful materials on this planet. Well, there was. Now I don't see any. We're gonna go over here and see what this one's all about, because it was somewhat close. All sorts of unexplored geographical stuff on this planet. What is that? Flora something. Huh. Right. Cool. Anything else in the direct vicinity? I don't think so. Back to the ship.
Give the word and we'll get underway.
I need to check the weather. The rainy season kicks off today, everybody. I'm really excited. I'm about to head out of the office, but the temperature's going to be dropping. Oh, they pushed it back till tonight. It was supposed to start raining at noon today, and now they've pushed it back till this evening. Oh, and now it says partially cloudy the next 2-3 days instead of rain, 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 rain. But the temperatures are dropping from basically... We've still been up around 100 to 105, and now we're getting down into the 90 to 95 range, which is really nice. Getting a pretty significant temperature drop. And we'll have about, I mean, it's what happens is we get hurricane season on either side of us. So we just get the rain in the middle. A few storms. But it's really nice when we get out of the hot season, because basically April is when we start heating up, and by the end of April it's 100 plus every day, and then May you get like 2 weeks when it's really hot, like 110, 115. I'm really happy to be past the hot season. It's never that pleasant. Everybody goes through it. Like if you live in Arizona, it's the same thing. Oops, I'm gonna go back to the shield breaker, resources, take all. Back here. We're going back to Jameson, everybody. I need to drop some stuff off. The Settled Systems News Network. Man, I really want to play Mass Effect Andromeda again.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
A lot of people hated that game. I did not. I had a lot of fun with it. I played it through a couple of times.
just
I
as we
started a
left it.
third playthrough after I
You
did
know,
Mass Effect Legendary Edition a couple years back.
Wondered who keeps the lodge so
Never
meticulously
finished it though because I got sidetracked with other stuff. It's going to be really interesting to see what the reveal is for the new Dragon Age game. Yeah, I like all the Mass Effect games too, Profound. Same thing with, it's like Star Wars, man. I love all Mass Effect. I love all Dragon Age. I just like fucking video games and science fiction, man. Science fiction, fantasy, just throw it at me. Actually, let's go to equipment. Still don't have all the things I need for that. I keep forgetting to go get lube. Polymers and adhesives. Nice, got some procs and all that. I don't think I've ever gone back in here. I think this goes to the well or something. If I remember correctly, when I first played. Ooh, there's a spacesuit back in here. Is that a lock? Oh, her room is down here.
My grandpa lives in Aquila City, but we don't visit all that often. I don't think Dad likes it there.
Man, she's got a cool room down here in the basement, man. Big fan. She's got her little streaming setup right here. Posters on the wall. Muzzle in Me. A film by Lincoln Singh based on the novel by Catherine Okoro. Forever Human, February 2nd. That's fun, man. Alright, everybody. We're 3 hours in. That's a good stopping point. I need to go answer some emails and cut all these videos up into episodes for June 25th onwards, because I have everything cut down up to June 24th. But I still got some more to cut out. I'll be live again tomorrow, probably. Same time, same place, or sometime in the morning, sometime tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. Tomorrow will be the last stream for a while, though. Tomorrow's Saturday, and I will be offline the 9th through the 12th. So if you want to see my lovely face, tomorrow is the last chance to tune in for a few days. So hopefully we'll see you there. In the meantime, thanks everybody for being here today. If you liked what you saw, don't forget, you can always support over on Twitch or on YouTube, wherever you prefer. I get to do this full time thanks to everybody tuning in and memberships and all those good things. I just put out a new video on YouTube today for the members. So if you're a channel member over on YouTube, I did a video about my journey to 30,000 followers. Some just rambling thoughts there if you want to check that out if you haven't already done so. Don't forget the Discord, the Patreon. I'll see everybody tomorrow at some point. I should have coverage of some select stuff from the Summer Game Fest later on this afternoon, but I think they don't go live until like 3 o'clock Central, so 2 p.m. Pacific is what I saw on Twitter. So I'm going to go away, get some food, take a nap, wake up. I got to watch the last 2 episodes of Season 1 of Dexter with Chris tonight. By the way, she gave it a 9 out of 10 the other day. We binge-watched like 3 episodes last night. She's like, I need to know, how's the season going to end? I really like this show. And I said, good, because there's 7 more seasons. I don't think I'll make her watch all of them. We'll see. I know for a fact that the season 4 finale is going to gut her if she makes it to that point. That's a good show, man. I did not think it had been that long, but it has been. The first season was 2006. It's 18 years ago. Was when season 1 of Dexter aired. Blows my mind. See you guys.